Hello guys, okay, so we are in December and we're up for the Christmas period, so I am gonna come to you with some releases in December that you can enjoy for these holidays coming up. So to start off with, we have Kris Longknife Stalwart with Mike Sheppard, and this seems to be a book in a series that he started 20 years ago. He does tell us in the blurb that it is a longer book than he has written in the past, so that we should be aware of that, but that just sounds more awesome to me. Intergalactic sort of stellar opera, fantasy, sci-fi book it appears to be, where this it's a Grand Admiral Kris Longknife, which appears to be a woman, and she doesn't necessarily appear to be good, which is a quite interesting concept, to have a strong female protagonist that might not have all the ethics in place. She is taking over planets, I suppose, or ships, Star Wars ships, and you're gonna have to tell me if I'm not in the right track here, because this is what it seems to be. If not, just tell me off and put a note in the comment. But she comes from, is it Itchy? I'm not sure about the pronunciation, and the rebels are killed off. It seems all good. She's sort of wanting more, to take over more, which I'm not sure if that's to save people from tyranny, or just that she is the bad guy wanting more. But she comes to Arcaria or Archia. So yeah, names for me that is not so easy to say, but anyway, she seems to want to take over more and more and more, and the ships, but the chief says sort of stop, you need to he wants her to work for him, and doing what he wants her to do. She's not really sure of it. And then also in the background, the rebels seems to have been using their time to plan a counterattack or revenge, if you will, to sort of get back and maybe try to kill her off. It seems like a lot of things is going on, a lot of action, and I'm really looking forward to this book. So this one is releasing on the 5th of December. Kris Longknife with Stalwart, and from Mike Sheppard. So that's the first of the 6 that I have today. I also have then Wicked Hour. So this is about 2 lovely people, should I say. I'm not really sure if there's going to be a romantic connection, but Eliza is the one that everyone is saying that vampires are made, but she seems to be the only one born. So she seems to be maybe in the spotlight for this occasion, for this reason, and people are hunting her. Maybe it doesn't really say why, but I suppose it's just the normal, natural, either you want to kill her or you want to use her in a research, and so on. But she meets this Connor Keen, who, as I said, I don't know if it's a romantic relationship or if it's just that he's protecting her, but he sort of invites her to the pack, which I can imagine brings on a lot of other troubles in his pack, and also from the vampires. This seems to end up, a lot of them, on the doorstep dead, and they need to find out why and survive, and that sort of thing. So maybe a bit of sort of paranormal wolf shifting romance there. So I am really looking forward to that as well. That will be releasing on the 5th of December as well. And the next book up we have the Throne of Swans, which is about Katharine, and she seems to be well related royally, because I believe that her uncle is the king, who is now protecting her because her parents has become murdered. And who did that I can only guess, but the uncle is not a very nice man, and there was some mystery with regards to the murder of the family, because the families, they are sort of shifters in a fantasy world where the people can shift into the bird of their bloodline, and Katharine is a swan and their family. So when last she saw her mother, and I think the mother at least shifted, it was a hawk ripping her apart. So we're probably gonna have to also then take note of who has the hawk bloodline and who it could be. So mystery, friendship, questy, war sort of story, I can imagine, which is sort of my favorite. So this one seems really good to me. So yeah, that is something that I'm looking forward to read. So the Throne of Swans by so they seem to be sisters or something, maybe. Katharine and Elizabeth Corr is releasing as well on the 5th of December. So there's a lot of books coming out on the 5th of December. So it seems to be a very popular day to release books. Okay, so the next one up we have Pine Hill Inn, and this is a book by J.A. Withings, and it is about a, I suppose, sort of detective within mild supernatural paranormal influences. Ella Daniels, she is sort of, well, it sounds like she's, you know, able to maybe you know, exorcism, spiritual ghosts, you know, put away, help spirits cross to the other side, sort of thing. So she comes across a family who seems to have a problem, and as she is approaching the ceremonial place, which I believe is across a graveyard, which is, you know, suiting for this sort of mystery novels. She comes across a dead man lying on the ground. So I believe this story is then taking us to find out who, and also to be able to maybe protect themselves before the killer strikes again. So cozy mystery, it sounds fun as well. The cat is called Raisin, and you know, it's probably has its mystery parts, but also I'm expecting this one to have a little bit of a humor as well to it. So I'm looking forward to see what that is all about as well, and what you think about this book. It releases on the 14th of December, so that is the Pine Hill Inn by J.A. Withings. So the next book up is The Big Bad Wolf by Jayne, Hawke and Gabriel, and this is a book, obviously it seems to be about wolf shifting only, and it sounds super exciting, an urban fantasy where Rowan and Ash is born to you know, make the world right again, to sort of fight away everything that's wrong with the world. So it seems to be a sort of supernatural, paranormal, fighting the bad guy, sort of, maybe a little bit of romance as well, but more of an action book, urban fantasy. And so they get news of a murder in which they suspect is the Fenrir wolf pack, but they don't really leave Scandinavia much. So you know, when they get to the place in Glasgow, where the murder has taken place, they, you know, seems to be something more sinister there. So they start looking at other possibilities as well. And yeah, so that's sort of seeing what's going to happen and how they can save the world sort of book. So exciting read as well. And so this one is coming out on the 26th of December. So The Big Bad Wolf by Jayne, Hawke and Gabriel. So have a look at this as well. And the last book I am quite excited about will also release on the 26th of December. This is The Binding, and it sort of says, if you can forget a secret, you know, forever, would you do it? And if you could take away, you know, your grief and erase all your pain, you can do it. So, and the twist that I found was really exciting when reading the blurb was, so it is Emmett Farmer. He gets a letter saying he needs to join his apprenticeship as a bookbinder. His parents can't refuse the offer because I suppose they don't have enough money. And he learns this skill really well by binding books, and he finds that there's more to binding books than meets the eye. And I suspect that as he saws the book or binds it or whatever, he puts them together, he can sort of put things in it, like memories and things, which sounds very exciting. And you know, if it seems to be able to, you know, fake things like passports and documents and yeah, make things disappear forever. But then one day, and this is the twist, he finds a book with his own name on it, which makes you think, what is it that he has forgotten? Has he forgotten his life since the past? The Emmett he knows now, was it really the Emmett from the beginning? And what is it in the book that he has chosen to forget, and can he get the information out again? So very exciting. It promises a lot of details, so I am very excited to read this, The Binding by Bridget Collins. So the 26th of December, don't forget to check that out. All right, so as always, I will now summarize my the books for this December release video. So we first up for three books that came out on the 5th, that's coming out on the 5th of December. So the first one out, we started out with the Grand Admiral Kris Longknife in Stalwart by Mike Shepherd. Then we jumped onto Wicked Hour by Chloe Neill, and that will be releasing on the 5th of December as well. On the 5th of December we had The Throne of Swans by Katharine and Elizabeth Corr. The Pine Hill Inn by J.A. Wither will be releasing on the 14th of December. The Big Bad Wolf by Jayne, Hawke and Gabriel. Then on the 26th of December we also have The Binding by Bridget Collins. So these are my 6 books for this new releases for December. I hope you have enjoyed hearing about these books and are interested to find out more about any or all of them. And if you have any thoughts about them, or you have read an early copy, or you would like to read them, please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so now. And as always, I wish you a very good day. Thank you very much for watching. Bye!